I consider life as a privilege. That's really very true. It is a privilege. People take it for granted instead of just being happy that they're alive. You know, except
Yeah.
they're complaining and everything. Life is a school to learn spiritual lessons. I have the power to change my life. I can project my reality. I project and attract health, wealth, and love in my life like a magnet. I take fortune as a blessing and utilize it as I use hardships for learning lessons. I'm surrounded by abundance and remain content. World is the projection of my being. And it goes on to say, I am not the body, and this is actually on the affirmations, but it's similar. I am not the body, senses, mind, emotions, or intellect. I use these as instruments to serve. I am the spark of Brahman expressed as permanent Atman. The world is a cosmic dream. I wake up from the dream of Maya and experience my original nature. I am immortal, blissful, and exist as universal consciousness. I am content here and now. I have nowhere to go, nothing to attain, nothing to be. I'm surrounded by love. The entire universe is my family. I am the self, Atman, the spark of God, as Sat, Chit, and Anand. It goes on, I'll stop right there, but it's really beautiful. And if you keep repeating that, and I've been doing that, it does become part of your subconscious. It really does. And you're embedding it into your self-conscious by doing this on a regular basis, you know. And that's really the whole meditation that I do in the morning and in the evening. I'm repeating it just like I did today with you, you know, and I find it is becoming part of my subconscious thinking and acting and the observations and the other things we discussed as well.
Yes.
So that's really the only thing that I wanted to go over. Maybe we can, I don't know if you want to do any meditation or not, or if you want to talk about anything else. It's up to you, really, at this point.
Yes.
I don't have anything else.
Yes. So all the affirmations you read, they are so potent. They are meditative. If you read them after deep relaxation, it goes deep inside you and changes you, changes your life. I accept myself, I love myself, I love my life. And I'm connected with whole universe. Whole universe is my family. I am perfect here and now. There is nowhere to go, nothing to attain. That is the realization. That we stop running and we experience. So people who get benefit from it is those who are worthy. You're studying with me for so many years, reading and rereading, and you are deriving inspiration. And that is the way to go. Derive inspiration, apply, and it is subtle, but changes your life. You see, the fundamental problem is deep within. We are working on ourselves. The world is telling us, do this, do that, this is right, this is wrong, this is sinful. These are all superficial. Unless you go within, you don't get it. This is what meditation is. Meditation is sitting meditation and again active meditation. Living with awareness itself is meditation. Okay.
You know, I wanted to add one more thing, and maybe we could do a little meditation if we have time. I don't know if we have any more time, but in one of your books, and I talked to you about this before, you talk about building up your ego. And I think this is all connected. And you have to have an ego. We've discussed this, to have confidence. You have to build a tremendous ego, and then you have to kill the ego. I think what happens is people build ego, and they don't know how to control it. I mean, if you actually have that philosophy, which is an eye opener for me. Build up my ego, get that confidence, and then kind of kill the ego. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's something we discussed before. It's not in this book. Maybe it is, but
yes. So my book, Personal to Global Personal to Global Transformation, explains the detail. In short, people consider ego is a bad thing. It is not so. Ego is energy. If energy is asleep, you are a coward, you are weak, you are controlled by the world. You want the world, you want happiness, but you have no courage. This is laziness. When your ego grows, you have desire to conquer the world. You have desire to earn money, wealth, fame, power. This is the learning process. But you can get caught into acquiring the things. So still further spiritual evolution is you become content. You don't want anything because you realize those external things are elusive. You become content and peaceful. So this is the state of ego. So first one is laziness, tamasic state. Second is rajasic state, active state, attaining success. And third one is contentment, that you go deep within and find peace. So ego has to be built up first. One cannot run away from ego. In the religions, they say, somebody slaps you on one cheek, hold the other cheek. That advice only for those who have evolved to a higher stage. For most people, they have to be strong enough to defend themselves. They have to be strong enough to help others. When they are in the position to help others, they have surplus of strength, they have compassion, then they are worthy of holding other cheek. And this is misinterpreted. So first gain the ego, then rise above the ego. Okay.
Okay. All right. Did you want to do we have time for a little bit of meditation or
yes, just short time.
Okay. All right.
Just close your eyes. Observe the breath. Don't try to control the breath. Let the breath become quieter. Breath is mind. Breath becomes quiet and rhythmic. Mind becomes quiet and rhythmic. When mind becomes quiet, we go into the real source, which is consciousness, and our original nature, which is higher self or Atman. And all the energy and vitality is there. You can charge yourself by slowing down the mind and being introverted. All the knowledge and wisdom will come by staying there. So practice should be to become introverted frequently every day with passive meditation practice, and be aware during the day, applying awareness, being aware that I am consciousness that observes everything. Things change, but I remain unchanged. I am the master of the universe. Universe is projected by mind. I am consciousness beyond the mind, beyond senses, beyond all the perception, cognition, emotions, and memories. I am peaceful here and now. That one should practice for a longer time. This is short introduction.